Good day, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're Ran Rabs, and today we're diving into Seed Starting 101, where we'll be sharing everything you need to know to start your seeds the right way. Now, whether you prefer starting seeds in napkins or soil, we've got you covered with all the tips and hints for success. So let's get started. When it comes to starting seeds, there are a few methods you can choose from. But today we'll focus on two of the most popular, using a napkin or paper towel and using soil. Each method has its advantages, and I'll show you the step-by-step process for both. First up, let's talk about starting seeds in a napkin or paper towel. This method is fantastic for seed types that are easy to germinate and gives you a sneak peek into how your seeds are sprouting before you plant them in your soil. It's also a great option if you're short on space or want to speed up the process in germination. To get started, grab a damp napkin or paper towel. Make sure it's not soaking wet, just lightly moistened. Then you want to carefully place your seeds evenly spaced on the napkin. You don't need to overcrowd them. Just a few inches apart will do. Next, fold the napkin over the seeds and place it inside a plastic bag to keep the moisture in. You can also use a small container with a lid to do this. Now, set your seed napkin somewhere warm and bright, but not in direct sunlight. Most seeds like a temperature between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit to sprout. After a few days, your seeds should start sprouting. Keep an eye on them and check for any signs of mold or excess moisture. If you see any, just open the bag for a little bit to let it air out. Once the seeds have sprouted, it's time to carefully transfer them to your soil. Now, let's talk about starting seeds directly in soil, which is probably the most common method. This works best for a wide variety of seeds and gives them a more natural growing environment from the start. First, fill your seed trays or pots with a good quality seed starting mix. Avoid using regular garden soil as it may be too heavy and can prevent your seeds from germinating properly. Make sure the soil is loose and well draining. Now, it's time to plant your seeds. Check the seed packet for the planting depth and spacing recommendations. As a general rule, plant seeds at a depth of about 2 to 3 times the size of the seed. Now, you can gently press them into the soil, cover them lightly, and then water them in with a fine spray. Once your seeds are planted, place them in a warm spot with plenty of light. If you're using grow lights, set them about 2 to 4 inches above the soil surface. Keep the soil moist but not soaked, and you should start seeing sprouts in about a week to 10 days. Some tips for success, inshallah. Here are some tips to help you along the way. Now, 1, keep it warm. Most seeds germinate best at temperatures between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. 2, light is key. Once the seeds sprout, make sure they get plenty of light to avoid stretching. 3, do not overwater. Always check the soil before watering. Overwatering can cause mold or rot. 4. Harden off your seedlings. Before planting your seedlings outside, you want to gradually acclimate them to outdoor conditions for about a week. Whichever method you choose, both will give you strong, healthy seedlings ready for your garden. The napkin method is great for getting a head start, while soil gives them a natural growth environment. Now we want to share a recipe with you, homemade organic seed starting mix recipe. If you're looking to create your own organic seed starting mix, here's a simple but effective recipe that will provide your seeds with the right balance of moisture, aeration, and nutrients for strong, healthy seedlings. Here are your ingredients. Number 1, coconut coir, 2 parts. Now, coconut coir provides excellent moisture retention and is a great alternative to peat moss, which can be less sustainable. 2, you want to use compost or well-rotted manure, 1 part. This provides a rich source of organic matter and nutrients for your seedlings. 3, perlite, 1 part. Perlite ensures good drainage and prevents the mix from becoming too compacted, promoting healthy root growth. 4, worm casting, half part, optional. Worm casting add beneficial microorganisms that promote strong seedling growth. Dolomitic lime, which is optional, 1 to 2 teaspoons. If your coir or compost is acidic, dolomitic lime helps balance the pH to ensure your seedlings can absorb nutrients more efficiently. 6, water to moisten the mix to the right consistency. Mix dry ingredients in a large container or wheelbarrow. Combine the coconut coir, compost, perlite, and optional worm castings. Stir them together to create an even mixture. Add dolomitic lime if needed. If you're concerned about the pH, sprinkle in a small amount of dolomitic lime and mix well. Moisten this mix slowly. Add water to the dry mixture while mixing until the mix is evenly damp but not soaking wet. The consistency should feel like a wrung out sponge, moist but not dripping water. Check the texture. The mix should be light, airy, and well draining, allowing water to pass through while retaining enough moisture for seedlings' roots to thrive. Store or use immediately once your mix is ready. You can use it right away to fill seed trays, pots, or containers. If you don't plan on using it all at once, store your excess soil in a sealed container to keep it fresh. Here are some benefits of this mix: aeration and drainage. Perlite coconut coir ensures that the mix stays light and airy, which prevents waterlogging and root rot. Nutrient rich. Compost and worm casting provide natural fertilizers for your seedlings, promoting healthy growth. Sustainable. Coconut coir is an eco-friendly alternative to peat moss, and worm castings boost soil health through beneficial microbes. This organic seed starting mix is perfect for starting all types of seeds, providing them with the ideal conditions to sprout and grow into strong, healthy plants, inshallah. That's it for today's Seed Starting 101. I hope these tips help you feel more confident starting your seeds this season. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more gardening tips, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Happy gardening, and we'll see you in the next video, inshallah.